Money? Drugs? Video games? Sexy stories? Get ready because today we're going to discover the secret to what makes you feel so happy when you step into a nice hot shower. Roll the intro. Hello believers! Welcome to Project BIY TV, the show where theory videos are made to help to motivate and inspire you and me into living a life of awesomeness through the sharing of knowledge and experiences. Now, do you remember feeling happily satisfied after eating something when you were really hungry? Or perhaps you feel like you're in heaven after having a pillow fight with your sweetheart in bed? Oh, who are we kidding? We both know what really happened in there. You guys were sleeping, right? Wink. So, have you ever stopped to wonder, why is it that you'd feel so awesome, happy, and maybe even excited after doing all those things? What exactly is the thing that makes you feel so happy and satisfied in life? Well, that's what we're gonna find out today. It all started since the dawn of mankind. Human beings have always dreamed of survival. And they kick their own heads and sometimes even heads of others to make sure they get to stay alive. To be more specific, even before humans arrived on Middle Earth, prehistorical animals were already roaming around and they've been doing it since, hunting down each other for the sake of survival. Yep, fighting over who gets the last piece of meat since BC. Holy sh**. To truly understand what makes us happy, we gotta dig deep back into these historic times. Look at the difference between the structure of our skull around the early phase of human evolution and the ones in the later phase. Notice any difference? Yes, the size is bigger at the front of the head. You see, according to evolution, when our brain decided to grow, we gained a new part on it called the frontal lobe, particularly the one called the prefrontal cortex. And what does it do? Well, it does a lot of things. Look at this list. But one of the things that we want to focus on is this. It simulates experiences. We humans have gained the ability to experience things that we've not experienced yet through this new brain piece, and that is something that not our ancestors were able to do, nor any animal is able to do it like the way we do. Ever wondered why is it that we get scared when we are watching horror movies? Because we actually put ourselves through the camera lenses and actually experience what the movie characters are experiencing. It's not happening to us, but we feel like it is. Ever got the creeps like somebody's watching you? Yeah, now you know who the culprit is. Damn it, brain, stop spying on me. You know what? Let's try a little experiment. I'm going to test whether your brain's experience simulator is working. Without leaving your seat, I'm going to bring you into two different alternate futures. Step into these two futures with me and see which one you prefer. One of them is you striking a lottery. Congratulations, you just won $1 million. Now, the other future, imagine yourself waking up in bed and the $1 million which you've just won, it was just a dream. Aw, isn't that what's happening right now? The reality, you don't have $1 million. Yeah, it sucks, don't it? But wait, I want you to look at any of your hands right now. Look at it and imagine this. What if you don't have this hand? What would your life be like? Wow, suddenly reality don't suck anymore, does it? If that's what you felt, then yes, you passed the test. But hold on a second. Assuming either were to happen to you, winning a lottery or losing a limb, which one do you think you'd be happier in after 1 year? Winning the lottery, duh, do you even need to ask, is probably what you're thinking right now. But you know what? Research shows that no matter which outcome were to happen, after a year, you'd be equally happy. You see, psychologists have been researching something called the impact bias, which basically tells us that our brains have the tendency to overestimate things and amplify the actual outcome. What we think and expect may not actually be as bad as we perceive it to be. Failing in a school pop quiz, seeing that your girlfriend or boyfriend is talking to another guy or girl, standing in front of an audience to give speeches, all these situations are in general not as overwhelming nor intimidating as we think. Ever met a guy who seems to have nothing but seem perfectly happy, or better yet, he might even seem happier than you do? Ever wondered what's going on? He's probably high, right? Well, that, or that maybe actually what's happening is that this guy is able to synthesize or create happiness with the tools in his mind. And take note, this is also the same tool that we have lying inside our heads. We humans have this unconscious cognitive ability where we can give reasons to everything so as to justify the purpose on what's going on and find happiness in the things that we find around ourselves. Not to mention the ability to make us feel better about ourselves. So somehow we've started looking for happiness, thinking it is something that can be found. But Is it? Let's look at this photo of a young man named Pete Best. Who is he? Well, if you are a Beatlemaniac, you might be able to recognize him. Pete Best was the original drummer of the Beatles before he was replaced by Ringo Starr, which thereafter the Beatles went on to become one of the hottest and best-selling band in history with estimated sales of over 600 million records worldwide. Now imagine this, you're one of the founders of a brand who then got removed before the brand goes on to make millions of dollars without you. You'd be unhappy about it, right? But Pete's answer when asked in an interview on whether he has let go of any disappointment he had about the original disagreement with the Beatles in 1962, he said, quote, "I have no complaints, I've enjoyed life, wouldn't change anything." I'm sure he has been living a beautiful life since then, but wouldn't change anything? Seriously? I don't believe you. So the question that I have right now, which is probably on your mind as well, is this. Is he really happy? Well, according to Professor of Psychology at Harvard University Dan Gilbert, there are two different kinds of psychological happiness, the natural kind and the synthetic kind. Gilbert explains that natural happiness is what we get when we get what we wanted, and synthetic happiness is what we make when we don't get what we wanted. And according to his team's research and experiments, they found out that people who got no choice but to make synthetic happiness are actually as happy as those who found natural happiness. The end result is that if you can't get what you want and got no other options left, you will learn to love and cherish what you have. Now, why is that? This is because we are all creatures driven by experience. We learn by experience. So if playing video games makes us feel good, hell yeah, we'll just keep doing it. Getting punched by your co-worker for stealing his sandwich, however, is bad, so we stay the heck away from it. Don't touch the sandwich, scoot. Go. Imagine this, you are eating an ice cream right now and it tastes so sweet, so soft and yummy in your mouth. You aren't aware of it, but as you are so engrossed in licking up every inch of this fresh, sugary goodness, a lot of brain activity is happening in your head. The same thing happens when you are hanging out with your friends. Ever wondered why you choose to hang around specific people in your life? Well, this is the reason. The experience. These experiences makes our brains release chemicals that would allow us to feel happy. That's the reason why you choose to be around your best friends rather than acquaintance at work and so many other stuff which, if you want to listen to me talk about, check out our podcast episode 3 and you can learn more about why we hang around certain people and not others. Links will be in the description, so check it out later if you want. Okay, so coming back. Our brain releases certain chemicals to make us feel certain things and emotions. It's pretty simple. In the case of happiness, whenever we experience something good, it's likely the process of either of these 4 chemicals being released into our brains: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. Dose. Or dose. Dose is your friend, and he can make you really, really happy. Okay, so dopamine gives you the feeling that you get when you succeed at meeting a need. Like when you meet a goal such as weight loss, your efforts are rewarded. So the next time you successfully finish a level on Candy Crush or crush your opponents in Dota 2, congratulations, your brain has been infected with dopamine. Oxytocin. Oxytocin, also known as the love hormone or cuddle chemical, is responsible for the feelings like trust, recognition, and sexual arousal. There's a reason why you feel such closeness to your partner after having a pillow fight, wink, and love to cuddle afterwards. That reason is this: oxytocin. Guess this is why they call it chemistry. Get it? Serotonin is released when you feel important or have the sense of belonging. Loneliness and depression will sneak into your mind if serotonin is not around. This is one of the reasons to why people join gangs, to feel significant, and who can blame them? Our brains have been wired to seek importance because that promotes survival in the state of nature. If you are the popular kid, you can get almost anything you want, and that increases your chances of survival. So if you feel the sudden need to join the mafia, you're probably low on serotonin, so go get some sun or think about your past victories. These are said to help increase serotonin level and boost your mood. Don't stay in the sun too long though. Endorphin is the chemical that gives you the feeling of euphoria, pleasure, and are also known to lower stress, increase your resistance to pain, and even boost confidence. Why take drugs when you can already create such powerful ones in your brain? Am I right? We're practically like the X-Men or something, except without the blue skin and the perfect hair. Oh, why? So the next time your cat scratches you and you're able to get up to run after it, Know that it's because endorphins are numbing the pain for you. And there you have it, Dose, your very own personal Alfred, the hero who's always working behind the scenes for you without you even knowing it. Okay, so when you put it all together, the history of evolution, the idea of you winning the lottery, the loss of an arm, the marriage to a monkey, and the chemical activities in our brain, what is the secret to happiness? Well, my friend, the answer has been with you all along. You just didn't realize it. The secret to happiness is your life experience. Yes, your life experience. So, wait, what do you mean by life experience? Are you saying that if I feel happy, it means I'm happy? And if I'm sad, it means I'm sad? Jeez, what a stupid answer! Kinda, but not exactly. What I actually meant is that if you want to be happy, you gotta know what stimulates your brain to create those happy chemicals and then make it happen. Let me ask you this. Whenever you feel happy, does your story ends there like a fairy tale? No, you'll feel excited and happy for a while before you start wondering what's missing in life again. This happens because the chemicals that were present in your brain when you were excited and happy has now more or less gone dormant, and you need to find ways to stimulate your brain to bring back the chemicals and hence the feelings again. It's like when you've left home for work, leaving behind your sweetheart and little ones. Oh, you'd feel so sad for the moment, but once you return home, hello kids, did you miss daddy? Oh, tell me you miss daddy. Oh, tell me you miss daddy. So, anyway, ever wondered why you like watching movies or play your favorite video games? Because all these activities promotes the release of Dose. But what if you were to watch your favorite movie over and over again? The chemical level that's going to be released and experienced will be lesser and lesser over time. And that is why our brains would always be seeking and moving on to something new and exciting. Sound familiar? Yep. Movies and video games are pretty similar to drugs, holy shit. But that's a topic for another day. Stay focused here, you idiot. And that's probably one of the reasons to why Hollywood and Bollywood will never die too. Oh, but you will. Sorry to break it to you. Happiness is experienced when you can keep Dose around, but once he leaves, you gotta go find him and bring him back. Now, do you understand why we always seek to do things that we enjoy? But because everyone's brain is built, evolved differently, and goes through different experiences, what makes us tick would differ as well. This is why some people love dogs and some are terrified of them. Not kidding. Oh, but just look at these cuties. How are they scary? Yeah, I know, right? But I got friends who said that it's that fur or that big scary teeth or that eerie stare and whatever. See what I mean? This happens because our brains react differently to the same stimuli due to the different experiences in life. My buddy was chased by a dog when he was a kid, and that's probably what made him associate aggression into every single dog's and hence the fear of danger whenever he is around one. I don't because, well, dogs are my friends. So the main take from this video: if you want to find true happiness, you gotta focus on your life experiences. Know what makes Dose come to you, and try to keep him around for as long as you can. When he leaves, know how to track him and bring him home. But do take note that this isn't me telling you to go do drugs, because drugs can actually affect your brain's abilities to create and receive these happy chemicals. Lots more chemistry stuff going on in your head, but I think we've got enough of that for today, so don't think too much here and just go get out there and have fun, okay? Enjoy life. Eternal happiness don't exist, and that is why I admire the couples who actually got to grow old happily together. They've somehow managed to stick together for what may seem like eternity and managed to stay happy. Wait, perhaps that is eternal happiness? Well, that's a whole lot of love, and it's a topic for another day, so don't take life too seriously, because after all, this is just a theory. Courtesy of PBIY TV. Thanks for watching! Hi, Benjamin here, the producer of this video. Did this little presentation blow your mind? Made you laugh perhaps? If it did either of those things, please like and subscribe to show your support. I will be making more videos like this one, so if you are as excited as I am for the next video, do leave a comment to let me know. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Oh, and feel free to leave suggestions for the next video too. If you want to talk to the community, join us at our community Facebook page. If you want to find out more about us or me, check out our website. All the links will be provided in the description, so yeah, go there and click them. Do it now. Talk to you there. Ciao!